legend in your own kitchen? How about with bananas? Old bananas, ripe bananas, really ripe bananas. The most common thing to do with them is banana bread, banana muffins, banana shakes, all kinds of banana things. I'm going to make a banana bread today. I'm going to show you one key technique which is going to give you a great texture and great flavor with your banana bread. The first thing, you want to whisk together the dry ingredients. I'm using gluten-free flour. This works with regular flour. So I've got my flour, my baking powder, a little salt, sugar, pop that in. So a lot of folks say you should put it all through a sieve or whatever. I like to whisk it. That gets a little air in there and combines everything evenly. The first thing you have to think about are the bananas. Now, sometimes when they start to turn brown and they start to go, they're not great for eating or putting on your cereal, but are they mushy enough? Because you want a really mushy banana. And you're not going to find out until you open it up. Now, if you've already frozen them and you thaw them out, there's more of a mush factor. But in this case, these haven't been frozen, and it's a mystery how they're going to turn out. They're going to be mushy enough. So let me show you. I need 3 bananas for this recipe. And these are a little firmer than I would like, because the recipes always call for a really soft banana. Now you can put this in a food processor, you can put it in a blender. I am going to do this by hand, but it still might not be soft and mushy enough. Let me show you. I can tell already these are a little firmer than I'd like. So you want to mush them up. Like I said, a food processor or whatever. How about by hand? Now if I mush these up, I'm getting a lot of nice little mushy stuff going on in there. Yes, wash your hands first. But I can still feel bits of banana in there. And I want this all to be mushed. So just keep mushing. But again, I want this to be a little more liquidy. That means I want to add some more liquid. But first, just kind of keep squeezing it around until you get the last little firm bits of banana done. When I was a kid, my mother said, "Billy, don't play with your food." I like to play with my food. Now it's soft enough, but I want this a little more liquidy. This is the big takeaway. Since these bananas are a little firmer than I'd like to add a little liquid, just to liquid it up a little bit, make it a little mushier. You can use some water, you can use milk, orange juice works well, or my favorite, a little rum, light rum, dark rum. Not too much, just a couple splashes. Mix all that together. And this is the liquidy, mushy banana that I want, with a little extra oomph to it. Doesn't have to be rum. Orange juice works really well. Milk, water, as I said, but anything you want. But rum is giving us a nice little extra oomph. Before I add in the eggs, I'm just going to mix the nuts in. I'm going with walnuts, just to make sure those are evenly distributed in with the flour mixture. I like the look of that. Just pop them in. Just mix everyone together. And now the dry ingredients, and we're almost there. Just want to mix it all together, make sure everything is all combined well. I think that's good. Really, one more step. It's going into my ancient loaf pan. I prepared it, a little Pam spray on there. You can go with butter, whatever kind of greasing you want. You want to make sure that you've done that. If you're not, it's going to stick when you try and get the bread out of the pan.
Smooth out the top a bit. You just do that by shaking it. And maybe about 45 minutes to an hour in the pan. Since it is gluten-free flour I've used in that, it's going to probably take closer to an hour. There it is, the banana bread. You'll see it's not quite as high as some banana breads. That's because it's the gluten-free flour. But just as it's not as high, it's just as flavorful. This came out really, really nicely. Just the flavor is great. The texture is great. I've got my cup of tea. I've got my banana bread. Oh, that's so good. You got to try this one. I'm all set. My afternoon is complete. We hope you like this video and all the others here on my YouTube channel, and we'd love it if you were to hit subscribe.